Want to welcome everyone online and on the broadcast for our Tuesday meditation. I wasn't broadcasting, I didn't have the microphone on while I was doing the invocation, but it was just one of those moments where a message came through. And the message is to bring heaven to earth. As light workers, we do that. So during this meditation, let us bring that light. No one else is going to do it. The world is not going to do it. That is our purpose and our joy. So during this meditation, please join us in bringing this light to earth, embodying it yourself, and then emanating it to the earth, to the Divine Mother Gaia, to all beings that live on this planet. And we will also bless all the angels for their sacred service. So this will be a short meditation. So with all your might and all your concentration, hold that focus of the Divine Mother, the place, the Christ center between the eyebrows, the flame of the God flame within the heart, the opening of the lotus blossom in the crown, and let those frequencies shine out, ray out to all life. coming back. Place your awareness now to the stars that are above us. We are located at the far end of the Milky Way galaxy. And there are billions and billions of stars in our galaxy. Each star, the light that we see, has traveled billions of years. Likewise, the light that we emanate travels billions and billions of years. The two kinds of lights that are is we have the physical light and we have the spiritual light. The spiritual light frequency is living light, conscious light, growing light, expanding light. And that light feeds universes, sustains spiritual life and frequencies far beyond our comprehension. So for a few moments now, as we all embody a spiritual sun within our hearts, let us just emanate our sun within our hearts and project it out for billions and billions of years. you're ready, come back. I'll do some sharing with my little trip that I took. I was listening to an audiobook called Bringing Heaven to Earth by Paramahansa Yogananda. And he talked about his beginnings in India, where when he was sent on his mission from his guru, before he came to America, he had a little room. I think it cost like 7 cents a month to live there, and there was only 2 people that would come to the meditation. But he said, the honey is here, meaning God as the divine nectar. And soon those who could see, those who could feel, those who could sense started to come. In his greater vision of bringing heaven to earth through Kriya Yoga and meditation was to bring God consciousness to earth in a bigger way to the West, where there were saints waiting to be awakened. And the masters, the saints of India knew this, and the Western mind was clouded with many thoughts. A noisy mind, always thinking, always distracted, following one thought after another. Not touching the Christ consciousness. Hidden behind the veil of the busy mind is the peace of the soul. How can the Western mind find that? So the great meditation masters of India, Babaji, Shiv Jaswar, Lahiri Mahasai, have been given this technique of meditation. Techniques, because there's more than one. There's several. And in a longer meditation, you rotate through them. Each one has its own perfume of the divine presence that you experience. Each one is a way of bypassing the busy mind, the noisy mind that doesn't know the right timing, that doesn't sense the appropriate action of the Christ that is oblivious to the Holy Spirit, who moves like the wind. So to bring heaven to earth, the great masters know, step 2, come to America. Come to this great country of the reincarnated Atlanteans. They will discover the meditation. They will touch the Christ consciousness. They will bring this heaven to earth in a bigger way as the world watches America with awe and amazement as the example of a country that is striving for freedom for the entire world. Striving. The great experiment, America. Light workers like us, with our many perspectives and unique understandings of how to work with the light, really are bringing heaven to earth in unique ways. United in unity, it's multiplied. In meditation, in contacting the divine and going into that place of peace and stillness, it's multiplied. Another huge quotient of energy is released. So I got off the plane listening to that lecture from Yogananda and listening to his voice, a living saint, a divine incarnation. And his voice has it's almost like a song, it's like a singer. There's nuances to his voice that keys me into his devotion to God, to the Divine Mother. I can hear how someone of that attainment has absolute love for God and for man also. It was a beautiful meditation. I had my earphones in and I tuned out the rest of the airplane. And then I got into the shuttle to pick up my car, and there was a song playing on the radio from this young person from Black Sabbath. And the anger in the noise of the music, the hatred for mankind and for the Creator, the war that was being called into from this beat of music and the words that were coming through this singer. Duality. If we do not bring heaven to earth, these other beings that are here on this planet want to bring hell to Earth. They want to bring war to Earth. They want to bring hatred and express their anger and justify their murderous ideas to Earth. And we see that everywhere. But because the power of the light, the power of the star that we are, which shines in the darkest night, the light will always win. Now, these beings are in music, they are in the movies, they are in television, they are writing these books, they are influencing mankind in many, many different ways. How do we counteract that perspective that they are presenting to the world? As light workers, we fight fire with love. We fight darkness with light. We fight war with peace. And we have the example of the Christ. We have the example of many angels. We have the example of the Divine Mother. How does she handle these rebellious children? With loving kindness. But, like Yogananda, 100% committed to the Divine Mother and her children. 100% to the light. We don't go to those places. We don't listen to that music. We don't read those books. We don't watch those horror movies. We protect our third eye. We protect our consciousness. Because we are the chalice that the Divine Mother pours the light into, to hold the balance, the quotient of light needed for this time when it will become obvious to humanity as a whole that what is true beauty in music, what is true beauty in art and movies and in books, there will be a resurgence, a renaissance, angel art, joyful books, loving movies. So, bringing heaven to earth, how it all connects. And it was interesting when I was flying on the airplane, I don't know, 40,000 feet up, looking down at the Grand Canyon, and it looked so little. I couldn't even see a car or anything. It looked like something that you would see on the beach when the wave washed the sand away or something. But somehow up in that high altitude there was a divine peace, a stillness and a clearness I felt. A beautiful plane ride for sure. And listening to Yogananda was also a wonderful highlight. So if anybody would like to comment on bringing heaven to earth, anything, any insights that you may have, would like to share, I'll pass the mic around. For those people on the broadcast, if you have a question or if you have a comment, you can email it to me or text it into the Facebook